Hey everyone, good morning to you. A happy 5th of July. It is the day after the 4th celebrations and things are not changing forecast-wise. That's because we are continuing on with this heat wave that has already impacted us all week and we have no end in sight. I'm Evan Arani with your CBS 8 Plus extended forecast. Marine layer is helping us out this morning along the coastline. That's because it's encouraging that cloud cover to keep things a bit more mild and moderate along the coastline. Everywhere else besides your coastal communities is impacted by plenty of sunshine, so high UV exposure, and also very hot temperatures. So along the coast specifically, we still got that marine layer. This is facing Mission Bay. Coastal temperatures are going to stay in the upper 70s this afternoon. Very few spots along the coast should make it to the 80s. Oceanside might make it there, but beyond that, almost every other beach location is going to be in the 70s this afternoon. So that is the only place to find those 70s, the beach and the bay. Enjoy it. As you make your way east, you've got those very hot temperatures. An excessive heat warning applies to our inland valleys, whether that be your western or eastern valleys, both incorporated, our mountains and our deserts. So let's talk about Ramona, for example. Average versus today. Ramona's average afternoon high for today is 88 degrees. Their high for today is 98 degrees. So most of our inland valleys are trending about 10 degrees above average. 10 degrees might not sound like too much, but keep in mind, average is already pretty hot, 88 degrees. So when we're trending 10 degrees above average, that's particularly impactful. When you make your way east of Ramona, there are some spots that are going to be upwards of 15 degrees warmer than average. Borrego Springs, we're talking to you. Here's the forecast. High temperatures for Borrego Springs, or at least the next 6 hours specifically, and that high temperature should come right after about the 3 o'clock hour, where we're looking at 118 degrees as their high. We're going to be above 100 as early as about 9:30, 10 a.m. Incredible to see these temperatures come about, because on average, Borrego Springs for their afternoon high would still be in the triple digits. They'd be around 105, 108 or so in that range. Today they're going for 10, again, almost 15 degrees warmer than that. National Weather Service has mentioned that there are some deserts in San Diego County that could make their way to about 123 degrees. So this is why when we talk about heat-related illnesses, it's important to mention heat is the #1 related killer in the U.S. We talk about this all the time, and you probably get tired of hearing about it. But the thing is, every single summer season, people still see signs of heat stroke and heat exhaustion and don't heed the warnings, largely because it's an invisible one. You don't see it in the same way that you see tornadoes and thunderstorms and floods. Heat is something separate. So please be aware of your limits. Check on the kids, check on the pets, check on the older people. They're all very susceptible to heat-related illnesses. We are not the only ones in the U.S. working with these very hot temperatures. The southern U.S., 105 for Jackson, 105 for Houston, 108 for Washington, D.C. Philadelphia coming in at 104 on their afternoon high. Along the coastline, mainly 70s. We've got some 80s, depending on where you are along the coast. I mean, you head up to Portland, Oregon, you got 91 as their forecast high. Boise is at 89 degrees. Phoenix at 109. So again, there are not many spots that have that same option that we have to opt to head to the beach. And so since we do, you might as well. You got temperatures there in the 70s, 80s maybe. 80 for Oceanside, 75 for Del Mar, 90 for Poway, 91 for El Cajon. Campo, apologies to you, at 105 this afternoon. Again, what we're mentioning is not to limit or not go outside. We're not saying stay indoors. What we are saying is that across the mountains and deserts, you should be taking all the precautions necessary if you're going to be spending time outside. If you are going to go on the hike, you should probably have more than a gallon of water with you. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I promise you, you're probably going to want/need more water than you think, or more water than you consider bringing. This is also the time to leave the pets at home. Do not bring them on the hikes with you. Do not bring the kids in the strollers with you. Do not bring older people. These are all groups, again, that are very, very susceptible to heat-related illnesses. And if you're out in the middle of a hike in Julian and you don't have cell service, it's not going to be easy for an emergency crew to access you. That's why we continue to say, limit the time that you're spending across the mountains and deserts exclusively. Along the coast and inland, have all the fun you want. 70s along the coast, 75 for Del Mar. How could it get better? 7-day forecast doesn't show much of a change. We are staying in this consistent 70 range along the coast for the next 7 days. No weather alert days along the coast. Partial cloud cover in the morning. Today and tomorrow are weather impact alert days. And that is because an excessive heat warning is in play for the Friday and Saturday daytime hours. That's exclusive to Friday and Saturday for now, but if you look ahead to next week, you see those temperatures climb once again. Very good opportunity as we get into early next week for us to highlight those days in red if the National Weather Service issues any of those heat-related alerts. For the mountains and deserts, it's a bit of a different situation. We know many people want to opt for the coast and want to opt for the mountains and go on a mountain hike in Julian, Palomar Mountain, Mount Laguna, all incredible, beautiful places to go. But you can see these afternoon highs for the mountains are going to be trending mostly in the triple digits. Average is upper 90s, but there are going to be some of those mountains that hit the triples. 102 this afternoon on average. As we head through the weekend into early next week, we do not see that heat let up. We're in the upper 90s for Tuesday and Wednesday, 98 for Thursday. For the deserts, instead of the normal, about 100, like I said, 105 to 108, they're going for 119 this afternoon, and every degree counts when you're counting upwards of 105. 118 for Sunday, 119, 118, 117. There is no end in sight to this heat wave. So keep plenty of water with you regardless of where you are. Monitor how much you're drinking. We know, like I said, it's 4th of July weekend. Have a great time out there, but just please practice all the precautions necessary in order to stay safe. In the meantime, we are seeing that by the evening, those temperatures are really mild and comfortable. You were probably able to watch the 4th of July fireworks yesterday without a jacket on, which is just fantastic. Very San Diego of us, after all. So we are going to keep monitoring this prolonged heat wave as it comes, but for now, we don't see any changes on that 7-day forecast. You can keep up to date with the latest on our website at cbsa.com/weather. Have a fantastic 4th of July holiday weekend. We'll join you for Monday morning's forecast. We'll be live on CBS 8 starting at 5 a.m. And remember, you can also access all of the weather forecast on the app, CBS 8. Have a great one.